the soldier just turned around. When the comrade standing behind him was terrified out of his wits, he hurriedly stepped forward with his left foot to save him, but as soon as he took a step, there was a crisp click sound. He had actually stepped on a landmine too. At this moment, he froze. He didn't dare move a muscle. Fear of death made his whole body tremble, but upon hearing his comrade's agonized screams, he quickly adjusted his emotions. Slowly, he saw that his comrade's legs had been blown off, leaving him completely unable to walk. Moreover, the wound was still bleeding profusely. If not treated in time, he would die right there. The man hurriedly told his comrade that the ammunition pouch contained painkillers, to take them out and use them first. Although the pain was alleviated, the wounds still hadn't been treated. If this continued, his comrade would surely die. In order to save his comrade, he decided to bet that the landmine beneath his foot was a dud. Perhaps guessing the man's intention, his comrade drew his pistol without hesitation, then pointed it at his own head and pulled the trigger. With the sound of the gunshot, his comrade was already gone. Faced with such a helpless act, he could only roar in despair. After venting his emotions, the man quickly calmed down, because now, to survive, he had to rely on himself. Facing the landmine under his foot, he slowly bent down, doing so to maintain his balance. To check whether he had really stepped on a landmine, he used a knife to probe into the sand. When the knife hit a metal object, Mike confirmed it was indeed a landmine. The only way to survive was to call headquarters for rescue, but the radio was in his comrade's backpack. If he couldn't find a way to retrieve it, it would also mean waiting slowly for death. So, to get the radio, he took off his shoelaces, then tied the shoelaces to an axe. Next, he detached the rifle sling and connected it to the shoelaces, thereby increasing the length. With this makeshift hook, he carefully stood up, striving to maintain his balance. Through relentless effort, the man finally hooked the backpack. He slowly pulled the backpack toward himself. Once he got the radio, he immediately connected it and established contact with headquarters. But because a sandstorm was now raging in the desert, it was impossible to dispatch a helicopter. Only vehicle rescue could be arranged, and the fastest arrival time would be 54 hours. These words undoubtedly filled him with despair. Helpless, he had to rely on himself to survive. So, the man inventoried the supplies in the backpack to prepare for the waiting period ahead. Just as he was replenishing some energy, an unexpected situation arose. A desert storm was sweeping toward him.